What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Malcolm Miller. So LeBron James put on Twitter, this was about 2 days ago. He put on Twitter how it's important for young black boys to have black fathers in their life, or black role models, black older male role models in their lives, right? And I saw the reactions. I saw the reactions he got from his post. Now, there were a lot of people outside of the African American ethnicity that said, why does it have to be about race? Why can't they just have positive role models? Why does it have to be a black role model? That's the problem with the world. We have these racial problems because you guys make it all about race. And let me tell y'all, that's the biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard in my life. And I'm gonna tell y'all why it's important for black men, young black boys, to have black male role models in their lives. One, because we're one of the most disenfranchised group of people ever, in society. We have all type of hardships and trials and stipulations that we have to endure based upon how the social justice system does not work in our favor, and about the social economic factors in our communities. We don't have the best educational facilities. We don't have the best. We don't have the most money. We don't have the best resources for our communities. But one thing that we can have is people in our lives that teach us how to navigate through a society that has historically been against us, that has had a lot of roadblocks for us set up, right? So a black male can relate to the hardships that a young African American male is going through. That's why they need black role models, because they can recognize what they're going through. They can identify it. They won't question it because they know, because they've experienced it, living in a black man's skin, a black person's skin, period. And they can understand the hardships, and they can tell them how to navigate through a life that can be hard for us. So that's why we need black male role models. And then they can say, why does it have to be black people? Why does it have to be a black male role model? Why can't it be a white guy, anybody? For one, they always crack jokes on us about us not having our fathers in our lives, us not having these male father figures. So why can't the black men be encouraged to be fathers to their children? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And this is what it is. This is what it is underlying. People, especially in the majority, the dominant population, they're afraid of a black power movement because they think it's going to be something like the Ku Klux Klan. Now, how ironic is that? The Ku Klux Klan is an organization that terrorized people that weren't like them. Were brutalized, killed people that just because they weren't like them. And they think that that's what is going to happen when you empower black people. No, we're uplifting each other, telling each other that we're kings and queens, and telling us the importance of giving back to our communities and raising our children with great morals, values, principles, in order for them to have a much better navigation through life, or a smoother, as smooth as we can try to make it, a smoother transition in life, and eliminate all the excess BS that can be in our environments due to the socio-economic factors that we don't have. So when people say, why does it have to be about race? I'm like, hold on, stop it. It's important for us to uplift our people, because if we don't, who will? And it's important for LeBron James to say that, because he is a man who is the best basketball player in the world by far. And if we have him saying it, then we'll have a lot more people taking heed to what's going on in the black community. We can have a lot more people that will understand these issues that we have and recognize that it is a real issue. You know what I'm saying? When the best basketball player in the world comes out and speaks out on these type of issues, it bodes well for us as well. So I believe it's important for LeBron James to say these things, because he will be respected. His views will be listened to because he has the platform. People will take it seriously coming from him. That's why I used to get mad at Michael Jordan for not speaking out on black issues in the black community. When he didn't speak out, it was like he basically accepted what the dominant society thought, that these are issues that are in our head, that we are making this stuff up, that we have a victim mentality. Like, stop it. We know what's going on in America. We know what's been going on. Yes, things are a lot better than what it used to be. I will always acknowledge that. You know what I mean? But just because we had a black president does not mean we get to say kumbaya and everything's peace and gravy when we see black people, unarmed African Americans, getting killed in the street every single day. Black people getting arrested unjustly and sent to prison, harsh sentences that we don't see people in a dominant society getting. There are issues, you know what I mean? And a lot of this stuff that probably leads us going to prison can be avoided if we have black fathers in our life to give us the guidance that we need. I myself had a black father in my life. Some of my friends didn't. So that message was crucial for LeBron James to deliver to the public. You know what I mean? So I hate when people say things like, oh, why does it have to be about race? I commend LeBron James. He's not afraid to speak out on racial issues. People are so afraid and so scared to talk about it. Like, we don't want to acknowledge it. No, not acknowledging it is ignorant. We can't let ignorance linger. We can't let things be unaddressed, because if we don't talk about it, just because you're scared to talk about it, social issues will remain. And it's not a good thing. So I'm glad he talked about it. I'm glad he spoke up on it. And I hope that he continues to do so. And I hope that this encourages other superstars across other sports won't be afraid to do so. And other people outside of African Americans speak up about these issues, because the argument is only strong if the people in a dominant society speak up as well. These important figures in the dominant society, Tom Brady, all these other people, if they say something, it means something. But it starts with our superstars saying something. That's why I'm so proud of LeBron James, the man he's become. Never afraid to tackle these issues. If LeBron James says something, he will make a change. He will get people to know we have issues in our society that need to be talked about, and it's a real thing. People won't gloss over it or dismiss it. That's why I hate when people say celebrities can only do so much. They can't do nothing. They can't change the world. Yes, the hell they can. They have a voice, a platform that I don't have, a platform that you listening at home don't have. So I'm so glad that LeBron chose to do this. It just made me smile from ear to ear, man. It made me smile. And I smile when people say, oh, it's about race. Maybe y'all don't get y'all panties out of a bunch. Stop being so scared, man. We ain't gonna go around killing y'all. We ain't gonna do that like the Ku Klux Klan did to us. We're not gonna do that. We just wanna empower our people and let our people know that we will have people, our people will be there for them. Our black males should be, and it will in the future be there for little black boys and girls. Because we need these role models, man. If I wouldn't have had the role models that I had in my life, a father that cared about me, that loved me, told me he loved me, taught me right from wrong, to help me transition to an adult, a male, a man in life. If I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be mentally. I don't know where I would be physically. So that's so important as a black man, for LeBron, a black man with black children. It's so important for him to say those things in the public eye. Super important, especially in today's time where you see all this stuff going on with black kids, black men, black women, black people in general. It's been going on for the longest. So I'm glad he doesn't choose to stay quiet. He speaks up and he talks about these issues for his people. So keep doing what you're doing, LeBron. Don't let these naysayers and all these people, oh, stop making it a racial issue. Shut up, man. This country has been built on racial issues, and we know it. The racial construct has been at the center of so many issues in our society, but people don't want to talk about it. Not we. I'm not afraid to talk about it. But people in a dominant society, they don't want to talk about it. Even other minorities are scared to talk about it, which I think is absurd, because they don't want to rub people the wrong way. Listen, you can talk about your issues without being violent. You can talk about these issues and say what you want to say to get your point across so people can hear you. You don't have to be afraid. You're not harming anybody. It's the freedom of speech. I'm not being vile with what I'm saying. I'm being real. I'm being honest. We need black male role models in our communities. So, kudos, LeBron, man. I'm out, man. Y'all stay tuned for some more videos, man. I got a lot more to talk about, too. Peace.